considering how everything went before, and RKA is probably the person who has the best chance of winning, but that doesn't mean that it's guaranteed for him. There is still a lot of really good talent. This game has the Pajero. Nice. Kind of weird that it's called the Racing Lancer, though. Alright, then. So, considering that these are technically rally stages, we're gonna have to wait a little bit to, like, get a good idea of the scores themselves. Second.
God, jeez, I'm last.
I'm gonna open the, like, schedule in a, separate photo so I can take screenshots of the things that I need to.
I thought we voted that we won't have staggered starts. Whatever.
The majority of them.
I guess people do always tend to forget. I'm guessing staggered starts is the thing when people just start while waiting for quite a bit, right? RichTea is the person going first, and they put in a pretty solid time to start it all off. But Gira, not to be disputed, puts in an even faster time. And wait, hold on. Yeah, Garen's the new person. Hold on, Garen could be cooking. It is a tad bit faster than Eric as well, but not everyone has crossed over as well. Crucially, RKA hasn't finished the first checkpoint, but he's about to. Oh, and it's pretty much dead even between RK and Garen. This is an interesting clash of speed. Can Garen keep it consistent? He has a 10-second lead on RichTea. Either RichTea's really screwing it up, or Garen is just that good. I don't know. But yeah, RK's about to go to the second checkpoint. Garen's outdoing RKA as well! With a half-second lead. We've got an interesting championship battle cooking right here. Oh yeah, it's Raphael. Right. Raphael, the person who's known to always be so close, but always so far in a lot of championships, really carrying the spirit of Fernando Alonso, and the new face, Garen, who's really making a name for themselves in such a difficult environment. Gearman's sending a solid time, but is Raphael going to beat it? It's gonna be close. Oh, Raphael doesn't beat it by almost over a second as well. What an incredible showcase of skill from Garen. Now, there are two ways this is going to go. Gearum's either going to be this server's Verstappen or this server's Magnussen. Either they're going to appear out of nowhere and have some crazy good times, or they're going to have their best result in the first race and then never live up to it. But we'll have to see, as Gearum makes a really good statement for themselves right at the start.
No! Oh my god, I did terrible.
And I accidentally unloaded all of the
Take
screens.
on. I pressed at the fucking end.
I did terrible, man.
Oh yeah, we're getting double points on this round because you only get points at the end.
Oh yeah, right, double points. Okay, got it.
Oh my god.
So whoever just fucked up this stage, yeah, good luck getting back up.
Thank you.
Yeah, my streams are sort of bugging out. I'm gonna have to close a couple of them. Okay, I'm gonna close RichTea.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, Garum really made a name for himself early on, but whether he can keep that consistent, that's yet to be seen. As going into the next stage, wait, he has only a second distance on Raphael. If he can beat Raphael by just getting a good result here, then the double points are really going to propel him forward in this championship. But as we see time and time again, Raphael is someone who's not easily outdone. Okay, turn it over the stream again. And now begins the Symphony of Horns. It truly is a beautiful thing. You know you should, so I guess you might as well. Yeah, commentating is a little bit tricky, like right at the beginning, but I am trying.
So slippery.
Yeah, man. I hate ice. I hate it.
Track is a pretty difficult one, so the drivers are going to have to keep full focus to get the results they want. Kejdak, who is shown to be really good at rallying beforehand, let's see if their times can hold up. Kejdak just barely beating both Eric and Elxie at the first split. Raphael is actually cutting it very... Wait, no, not Raphael. Guerin is actually doing it very tight with all of the walls, not leaving any room for interpretation. And he gets over a second ahead of Kejdak by the first split. But now is the point where Raphael starts, and he has to make a name for himself. If he is losing his performance to Guerin, he has to make it apparent. Oh, and what's this? A complete surprise as Ruben actually takes the fastest time for the first split. Can Raphael steal his Honda? It's going to come down to the wire. Ooh, it's close, but Raphael just barely not as slow as Ruben. Ruben going extremely fast in the first split. Will he be able to keep that up? I can't see his screen, so I can't tell him vegan. Oh wait, no, I can't. Okay, going into the second split, Ruben does lose a bit of time to Guerin as he's showing to be quite inept at this stage, considering that there are quite a lot of world records based on this. And considering that Raphael does hold quite a couple of them, this would naturally make it one of his better stages. Okay, and the first... Wait, Guerin... Wait, no, that's not... Yeah, Guerin must... Yeah, Ruben, slow... Oh, what a mistake by Ruben, loses such a good run! That's the last thing you wanted to hear. But considering how,
God.
on and off Ruben didn't intend to be, that isn't too much of a surprise. Oh! Raphael actually having a really good split at the end. If he can have an amazing split right at the end, he might just be able to make that second deficit and get back those points he's gonna lack. He's looking like he's getting it clean. He's got to get really close to the walls because he knows how impactful getting this win is going to be on the rest of the championship. Can he get it, though? He's keeping it tight. It's going to be close. Everyone, hold. If Raphael wins, he's by about a second.
Oh my god!
Oh, and Raphael doesn't even beat Guerin right at the end. This is an incredible skill from someone who just pulled up. Quite frankly, I don't believe it. Okay, I'll add the points. Give me a second.
Not a good round.
Yeah, that was terrible for my part.
Fuck's sake. I was doing so good, man.
It's all about the setups on these cars because they're so fucking slow.
The good thing is I got third, so I'm happy with it.
Yeah, good job on that.
Okay, I'm punching in the points. You can continue forward if you want, but just give me a second because again, I do have a broken keyboard, so making the like layouts for everything is going to be a little difficult.
Oh, that's terrible.
What? Gymkhana cars?
What?
Give
Oh,
me
he's
a
gonna
second.
What the fuck, bro?
I just got scared,
Bro, I got scared as well. What the fuck? I was like Gymkhana.
All right then. So
Gosh.
as a bit of an update to the standings. Oh wait, yeah, it's double points. Give me a second. 20,
Smelter.
16, 14.
Not through copper run. I know this one. Okay.
Which one is this? Is it the short one or?
So this is the second one, I think.
Hold on, track.
I think this is the short one.
Give me a second.
I know this one. This one's fire. This
3,
one's good. This one's good. This one's good.
All
Is
right
it one?
then.
Is it? Is it the one counterclockwise or clockwise?
Fuck if
Right then, so coming through to the start of the championship, Guerin shocking the entire server by leading the championship ahead of Raphael. When now his level jumps immediately from level 2 to level 4. This is either an alt or the beginning of a go. I don't know though. We'll have to see.
What track is this?
I don't know.
I think this is the Coles Creek. No, that is counterclockwise.
Looks like
But
a bean.
also, despite Ruben's blunder right at the end, he did still end up coming third. So that blunder didn't end up changing anything, but it did cut it very close. So yeah, going into the next round, everyone's been really shocked by the status quo. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen next at all, honestly. But going into the
Three
next
laps?
round of Land Rush Ray, anything could happen. But as a reminder, for Land Rush Ray, considering that I think this is another one where points are only given out at the end. Yeah, I think this is one where points are only given out at the end.
No, this is like Rallycross, but with trucks.
Oh, right, it's like Rallycross. Okay, this is gonna be way easier to commentate then.
Uż nice.
Oh my god, what? Who did you sniff like that?
Me.
I know.
Bro. Chill.
Okay, Garum has shown his prowess in rallying, but whether he'll be able to convert that into Rallycross is still in the question as we yet to see the qualifying positions. Oh, and Garum gets an okay start. Definitely something that Raphael wants to hear, considering he's all the way in third, and Garum does have a little bit to make up. But
Notice the amount
it's
of
not
bowlers.
guaranteed.
Everyone's
Huh?
using the same car basically.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love a bowler. All right, and away we go. Nobody distinctly has a pretty good start, though RichTea is trying to put pressure on Raphael. Someone going on the inside of Garum. Is Ruben able to take it? Ruben takes to the inside of Garum. Oh, and there's a slip from Garum! Oh, disaster strike for the person leading the championship. He's going to need to try really hard to lack damage control. Meanwhile, Ruben having an extremely good race, getting into the podium positions. He's now trailing behind Raphael, who's trying everything he can to get ahead of Kejdak. But Kejdak, shown to be a pretty steadfast defender, and even challenging him in the final race last time. Is Kejdak going to be able to hold it? We'll just have to wait and see. Raphael taking every inside line he can. Kejdak trying to avoid making any jumps. Oh, and there's almost a tip from Raphael, but he saves it at the last possible moment. That could have been disastrous. But if Ruben can't make that, point swing, that could be devastating for his
I'm
lead.
laggy.
Lucky too. My FPS are going down.
Oh,
I don't
Garum
like
is
this.
trying to get any line that he can. He goes on the inside of
Oh, come
Ally.
on.
Is it going to be
I'm
enough?
sorry.
Oh, an Ally not giving up the positions he's got to save his life. But which are points that Garum needs going into the final lap, and after some incredible defending, Kejdak wins the first race. Raphael having a pretty good recovery. Ruben doing some good performance in third.
Come on.
But Garum splits his way into fifth after having a pretty tough race overall. That's the last thing you want to hear from a championship leader who now loses his lead seconds after getting it. Let me update the points. Okay, so Garum 24, Raphael. Wait, no, it's even now. Garum and Raphael are now tied.
Oh my god.
Wait, Kejdak is gone. No, Kejak's still here. Kejdak, never mind. I'm stupid. But now Kejdak is in the championship running as well. Considering that he had a very good race there. So it's Ruben. Okay.
Wait, what's my position? What's my position? Championship.
What's your name again?
Ruben.
18. You're 6 points ahead. You're 6 points behind the leader. Okay,
So I'm second, I guess.
Okay, I just barely did the points at time. It's the lights are out. It's begun, and wait. And there's a good inside line from the two tied races. This is extremely close, considering that Raphael and Garum are tied on points. Oh, Raphael falls on the outside. That's going to be especially difficult for him. But Ruben, oh, and Ruben takes an inside line and jumps all the way in a second. What an incredible maneuver from a driver who's shown to never necessarily get his way. But he's getting this assistant. There's a big crash at the back, and it's disaster for Guillem again.
Thanks, guys.
The last thing he wanted to hear as Raphael gets out pretty quickly, and now he's trailing on RichTea to get in the third. Raphael shown to not necessarily be that good at preventing damage in Rallycross. That might just be his downfall for the rest of the championship, but we do have a lot to go. So nothing is set in stone yet. Raphael trying everything he can to get ahead of RichTea to make this point swing as large as possible. He's going on the inside. It's aggressive, but he gets it. And also, Alex now also having a really good race. Everyone is going to be fairly close in points going towards the end of this race if the points don't shift around. Raphael again going on the inside of RichTea. Will RichTea have to give it up? It's going to be close. It's going to come down to the jump. Okay, Raphael has the inside line. They're going through, and unless RichTea can get a good maneuver, that looks like it's going to be sayonara for RichTea's chances of getting a podium. But also, Ruben having an incredibly good race as well. Can he prevent Raphael from getting ahead? RichTea tries to go for an inside line, but doesn't quite have the speed. And looking back on Guillem not having the best race either, still be laying in second. This is going to be a massive punch to his points. Can Raphael make it even harder? Ruben goes a little bit wide. Can Raphael get that line? No. But at the center of it all, after having an incredible race, Elxie wins the second race of the championship. Ruben comes in second after defending from Raphael, who climbed up the spaces really well. And this right here is the last thing that Guillem wanted to hear, as now Raphael takes the lead of the championship fleetingly.
It's just
give me a second to add up the points, because this might take a bit. Okay, so let's see. 19, Ruben, 26, Raphael.
It's not fun finally getting a good setup and then getting fucked over by everyone else not knowing how to drive. What the hell was that?
Unfortunate.
And he can't do shit about it, that's the worst thing.
Yeah.
I got boxed in by somebody that avoided the crash.
Yeah, in the first
got
race,
flung into
I was crushed by the 6th, and I finished 8th. By his fault. I don't know who was this.
I got like 3 overtakes.
As an update to the standings, Raphael is leading the championship, but now there's more championship contenders in the fight, as now Guillem is now tied with Ruben, who are both 4 points behind Raphael. If they can make a push, then either of them have a chance to take it all. And trailing just behind them, only 3 points behind, Kejdak also has 23. Followed by Elxie, who after an incredible last race there, propels all the way to 19 points in the early stages of the championship. And as bagmarkers of the championship, RichTea trying everything they can and to claw the points back with Eric, and as per usual, Eric and MCH in a battle to not get last. Alright, and now going into the next stage, it's about the same, but everyone's in trucks. This may... Considering that so far Guillem's track record with the Rallycross races isn't that good, he's gonna have to work quite a bit to get this lead. And oh, look who joined the VC! It's our previous champion from the Christmas Championship, Merckx. Merckx had an incredible battle last time with Raphael, just barely clinching it out in the dying laps of the race. But as things are standing right now, there are tons of people who have the potential to get ahead, and no one is shown to be a particular dominator. Pretty much everything could come down to the randomized grid. So everyone, cross your fingers. And the grid, it benefits Alexei, then to Kejdak, then to Raphael, on RichTea, Guillem, Ruben. So it doesn't particularly look that good for Ruben or Guillem, as Raphael has an entire car ahead of them. And Raphael is shown to be a really consistent front runner when he does get front running. But we'll just have to see how things go. The race has begun. And Ruben has a pretty good launch. Coming on the inside, IronRichTea.
Oh my god, I'm
Garrett
sorry.
also trying.
Oh my
everything they can to
fucking
get
god,
ahead.
bro.
Getting a good inside line. There's another crash. Disaster for Ruben as he had a chance to get ahead, but that was my hard drive running out of space. But now Kejdak leading the race and also the championship. Considering that Raphael isn't having the best race, but if Raphael can make it up to those three drivers, he might be able to minimize the damage from all of this. But also, Elsie leading as well. If he can do this, then he may have a legitimate chance to fight for the championship. This is a crazy clash of points that I haven't seen in a long time.
What the fuck was that, bro?
But also, Hiram now slipping in the third place, and if he can get ahead, that is oh my word! What the? That is the best recovery I've ever seen. Hiram taking a heavy topple from everyone else, but somehow correcting it and blocking Raphael at the same time. That was incredible. But considering his car is now damaged, he's now going to have a pretty tough battle keeping up with the points. But also now, Kejdak, after being overtaken by Elsie, there's now a battle between both of them. Can Kejdak get the inside line? Start leading the championship. It's another slip from Ruben. That's so unfortunate. But also, Kejdak getting the inside line on Lexi. But also, Raphael has now caught up to the front grid, and he's not going to let Kejdak just casually lead. He's going to try everything he can to catch up. But Gira trying to get at least fourth so we can minimize the damage of this loss to potentially make it up for the next race. But it's not looking good for someone who started the championship so well.
Okay. I have a bunker wheel.
Yeah, that's shit. Oh! Raphael making mistakes! He's starting to slip behind for the front pack, so now he needs a really good lap going into the final lap if he wants to win and still hold the lead, considering that at this rate...
Oh my god, I slipped.
Considering that at this rate, Kejdak is looking like he could have a really good battle at Raphael's points, as there would only be a 3-point gap. It's crucial for Raphael to overtake Elsie, otherwise his lead is in real danger. He's trying everything he can, taking an inside line.
No, this is just fucking bullshit.
Going to the jump, everything could shift here. Is there gonna be someone who whiffs the jump completely? Fingers crossed. Oh, Raphael gets more momentum on Elsie. He's trying to go tight for the end of it. Is it gonna be enough? Kejdak wins the race. Can get ahead? No,
GG.
Elsie holds it for the end of the race after an incredible battle for the finish.
Good race.
Bro.
But it's not looking good. It wasn't looking good for our closest driver, Gira, as now he drops the third place.
After we lost white hexagons, something happened in the back.
What was that first crash,
Yeah,
bro?
I lost. It's because Giram, he crashed and then
All right, let me
and
add
then
up
he was
the points.
glitching, so I just
No.
slammed into him and that punctured my
I
tires.
don't know who it was, but it was or Eric or RichTea that fucking pushed me to the wall, man.
That was
Like,
Eric.
fucking
That was
ate
Eric.
me.
I saw him. That was crazy.
Man. Fucking
Right, guys, let's
serious.
focus on the racing. I gotta say, guys, your braking points are really weird. I don't know how to deal with them.
Oh gosh. These positions.
Alright. Let's see. What are the
Okay,
positions?
so going to the end of that race,
Ooh,
MCH had a
okay.
pretty good race, so Eric now has to do a lot to climb out of the back market positions. But now, Raphael with 36 points. Kejdak is now the closest challenger with just about... Raphael is now the closest challenger with only a 3-point gap. But now, Hiram has slipped to having a 7-point gap. He needs to have a really nice comeback to get this, but he's now leading. He has a good chance. It all depends on who can get good at the start. And Ruben has a pretty good start. This could negate the bad points he had before. And Raphael having a really bad start.
Bro.
Oh, and there's another slip at the front.
What the fuck is that,
who
bro?
caught in that?
What was that?
Again, my fucking
it's
wheel
Ruben
punctured.
and-
I swear
Ruben,
to
Elsie, and Eric. Ruben just having having a really, really unfortunate end. This could be where he slips under the points. But Gira, also now out being in 5th, he has to make up a lot of ground to lose work to get back what he's now lost. And also, Raphael now leading by quite a bit. If Raphael can get first here, then that's gonna be a massive gap in the points for him. Oh, and there's a crash with RichTea, our first crash of the season. It's looking like everything is full chaos as some of the new drivers aren't entirely acquainted with each other. This is looking like pure chaos just going into all of it. And even though Raphael is leading the championship, it could be anyone's game, as we've seen. People have gotten quite close pretty quickly, but at this moment, it's looking like Raphael has an iron grip on everything. He just has to keep it consistent. And also, Elsie looking to actually have quite a good comeback right from the back.
Like, this is total bullshit, bro. There's no fucking way.
I rolled over in front of Gira.
No, what are you doing?
Oh, there's a...
And that ruined his race.
That was a crash. Someone inform me. Right, so Ruben slipping into 5th. Something happened. I completely missed it.
Yeah, just the guy spawned and I crashed into him accidentally.
Oh my god.
Ah, right, okay.
Like machitgarha.
Gira slipping into 4th after having a pretty bad race before, but considering that Kejdak is now leading him, that's not entirely going to cut it for the championship battle. Kejdak now having a fight for 2nd. This could negate the damage by a lot. Oh, a disaster for Kejdak! He tries to be aggressive against the links, but he ends up slipping.
Oh my god.
That could be a chat. Oh, and there's another mistake from Gira. Oh my god, people are just trading positions left to right and left to right. That could have been a championship deciding mistake for both of them.
Man.
My god. But yeah, after keeping it consistent and increasing his lead, Raphael wins the 2nd race of the tracks. And Elsie, again, has an amazing final race for the set Eggman.
Fourth.
Kejdak doesn't much damage limitation as he can, but unfortunately, after having such a big... What's the qualifying grid gonna look like? This could decide a lot.
Oh my god.
Going into it. Oh, Elsie actually has the start. Raphael is in 3rd, but considering that Elsie has been having a pretty good run, this could be the little boost that he needs. But also a really good start for Kejdak, because he's starting at the front as well. But Raphael,
this is gonna be so tight.
This is a battle between the 3 people leading the championship. Can Raphael cut his losses and get a good lead right under the start? Lights out, away we go. Raphael already trying to have an inside line on Kejdak. Both of them pressuring each other, but Raphael comes out the leader. He's trying to go as tight as possible for as many corners as possible. Kejdak now pressuring Raphael into having a pretty bad line. Both of the drivers behind him could be pressuring his championship if he doesn't make a good route for it. Kejdak doesn't have the best line, and now it's Elsie leading from Raphael. Elsie has been shown to have a pretty good lead of stuff. Oh, and Raphael does a defensive move to... Oh, and there's a crash! No! Elsie crashes out after leading for so long.
Oh my god.
Gira jumps into the lead. This could be a point swing for Gira as now 2 people who were... Wait, yeah, hold on. Considering that Elsie was having such a good run, that slip-up was the last thing he needed. And it's the thing that I can tell Raphael wanted to hear.
Yeah, wall hitbox is shit.
But now, Raphael, if he wants to minimize the damage to his lead, needs to get ahead of Kejdak, and there's 2 laps to do that. And in the meantime, Gira is getting as much of a lead as he can to make up for all of the rounds where he wasn't able to get much. And so far, this is looking like a 4-point swing for him in the championship.
Oh my god, that was so unlucky.
Yeah.
Kejdak trying all he can to make a defense. Ruben also keeping it quite consistent. Oh, there's a bit of a collision between... Actually, wait, no, that was... Right. Kejdak looking for any line he can get to try and minimize the damage from Raphael. Raphael goes inside, there's a bump! Raphael now in second!
Sideswipe, bro.
Could mean a lot for the championship, considering how much damage he's potentially avoiding by having that position. But kejdak, not someone who gives up easily, and also battling Raphael for the championship. He's trying to look for any line that he can. But it has been shown that Raphael is quite good at defending. But now, after having an abysmal start to the championship, Gira is looking like he's going to walk away with a win. Unfortunately, it would have had a lot more impact if Raphael didn't get the overtake on kejdak, but he has to work with anything he can get, as it's looking like Giram's race. But can Raphael keep it consistent to stay in second place? Because this can mean a lot for his championship. Oh, he taps the wall! The last thing of his thing from Raphael puts him in third. It's going to come down to the line. Who's going to make it there? A bit of a slip up from kejdak. They're slipping. And after
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Go through.
And after such a... Oh! What happened?
A kejdak.
Oh, kejdak has a crash right at the end. Ruben capitalizes on it to get a surprise finish. And that's exactly what Raphael wanted to see.
Oh my god, bro.
So now, let me update the point. Good race for Gira. Could have been a lot better if Raphael messed up at the end, but at this point, he'll take anything he can get. Okay, let me add up the points.
Oh god, man.
Ruben.
God damn it. I gotta do perfect from here for recovery.
44.
Okay.
23. Eric. 10. Machine 15. And then LT 36. Okay, as the points are standing, there are a couple people who are... Wait, a lot of people are still even in the points, though Raphael does still have a nice lead with 54. The closest to him is still kejdak, but he had a pretty bad slip up early on in the late on in the previous race. Okay, the lights are out and LT does get out quite well. If kejdak can get ahead, he could recover a lot. Ruben has a tap. Kejdak slips out. That's huge. That could just end his entire championship run if he can't make a good recovery. Now Ruben trying to slip ahead any way he can. In front of ahead of RichTea, ahead of LT. Meanwhile, Raphael actually having a little bit of trouble trying to slip out the field. There's a tap with Gira. Ruben doing some pretty good defending. Now we have RichTea. There's a cross with RichTea. That doesn't collide with anyone, but now there's a battle with the people. And somehow, Machine leading, but I don't know how long that's going to last, considering he has consistently beat a backmarker in a lot of races. So at this point, he's pretty much just fighting for his life. Maybe seeing if he can get his first victory, but if everyone can get ahead of him, that could be a big shift in the points. Ooh, a bit of a tap for Giram, another tap for Ruben. And now Raphael at the back of all of it. If he can get ahead of him, that could again be a lot of damage prevention from Raphael.
No puedo.
They're ghosting. Raphael trying to look for any line he can take ahead of the field of cars. This could be a good place to do it. Ruben takes it wide. It's not enough to get cut, but Raphael does try it anyway. Doesn't get it. Now halfway through the race, this jump could change a lot. Raphael takes it cleanly. He now has a line on Ruben. Is he going to take it? Ruben gets ahead of RichTea. That's pretty huge for the point. Oh, and there's another slip. Oh, Raphael has a pretty bad mistake. He now has a lot more ground to work on. And also, Gira, this is going to be huge if Raphael can't make it out of 5th place, because this might just put him in the championship battle once again. But Gira still has to keep it consistent in a category that has consistently been inconsistent for him. Can he hold it? Ooh, RichTea has a bit of a sloppy corner. Can RichTea defend from Raphael for the last lap? Oh, there might be an overtake here. I don't know who overtook who, but there was an overtake.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because of a bit of a gas from someone. There might have been a bit of a slip up there. But yeah, oh, Raphael almost went into absolute disaster, but he's still maintaining 5th. He's trying everything he can to get an aggressive line on RichTea. And also, Machine, somehow in the podiums, having an incredible race after being a back marker for so long. But there's only one more corner for Raphael to make it up. Giram wins the race. That's going to be a huge hit for him. But Raphael can only manage 5th. That's huge for the championship. Ruben 2nd. Machine, after an incredible race, comes
That
3rd.
Eric.
This is going to be huge. Let me punch in the points. Let me punch in the points. But also,
Hey, can we
really
have
tragic race for Kejdak.
Can we have a 10-minute break? I gotta get dinner, man.
Absolutely.
Kinda.
I honestly get really mad whenever I play Forza Horizon 5 and the only rally cars I see are the hooligans. Like, they only use it because, like, oh, it's the broken ones. When, like, come on, dude, there's a fucking pulsar in the game.
The Hoonigans are like one of the easiest rally cars to get in the game, so it's not really their fault, is it?
Yeah, it just sort of annoys me that that's kind of all I see.
Annoying, yeah, I agree. The same issue as in Forza 4.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm gonna begin cooking.
Also, if you want, like, exhibit proof that the Fiesta is overrated, Ken Block, maybe a phenomenal stunt driver, but whenever he went to actual rallying, his best result was 7th. Still not a bad result. It's just sort of, yeah, you can tell where his specialty is.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's go.
Yes, someone showed me the old YouTube rewinds, and I was somewhat surprised to see that a clip of Ken Block actually appears in YouTube Rewind either 2010 or 2011. Like, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. I don't know if the sales of the Ford Fiesta got boosted or what. Because of Ken Block.
I'm not too sure, actually.
I mean, maybe they were. Like back in the day.
Okay, Kejdak having a lead on the first part. If they can keep it consistent, they may be able to slowly claw back within the last 7 races. But they have to keep it very consistent. Giram now more than ever has to cook, but there's a bit of traffic with RichTea ahead of them. Can he get ahead? Yes, and he does it quite cleanly as well. Okay, Kejdak leading in the first split. Can Ruben match up? No, can Giram match up to it?
I almost drift.
Oh, Giram leads by about half a second on Kejdak. It's somewhat funny considering this is meant to be like Kejjak's whole thing. Oh, there's a bit of a blunder from... Who was that? Oh yeah, Eric. Eric has a bit of a blunder. I saw it because, like, I'm watching, like, all the screens at once.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are quite a bit smaller, but yeah. Kejdak, again, having a lead on the second split, but Giram not to be outdone. He is still keeping it quite consistent. If Raphael only comes 3rd after all of this, then then Giram will start leading the championship by 1 point. And that could really shake things up. Whoa! Giram has a killer second split. He's really putting his foot down when it absolutely matters. He knows what's going on here.
Yeah, you might want to get some water.
I'm fine. I've got some water with me.
Okay.
Also, my throat is fucking weird. Ooh. Giram has a pretty close call with some of the trees, but he is threading a needle right now. He is a one-man army. And also, Ruben, after being quite close, not necessarily getting the results he needs to stay ahead, but he's shown to be a lot better in the rallycross section, so maybe he can have more of a showing there. Raphael has finished, and now we wait for the others. Okay, kejdak ends up besting Raphael, I think. And kejdak ended up besting Raphael. If Giram can keep it consistent up to the end, then we have a new championship leader. And they will have been someone who had been falling behind for so long, even having a gap of 50 points. Oh, Elsie crashed their vehicle!
What the hell?
That's such a shame! Like, Elsie has been slipping up so much right at the end. You've got to have that kind of consistency if you want to win championships. But here comes Giram. Is he going to be leading the championship? Doesn't make the same mistake as everyone else. And we have a new championship leader. Giram now overtakes Raphael by just 1
Touch
point.
grass, what the fuck?
How many seconds is that? Holy shit!
Holy shit! 6 seconds!
What the fuck?
Whoa!
Oh, Giram is cooking right now.
That's the trailblazer specialist for you.
My man, what the fuck?
Damn!
Wow.
That's what happens when you do trailblazer world records.
Yeah, Giram has clearly been preparing for this kind of thing.
And we have...
No, I have 0 practice.
We're
my
back at
God.
7 hexagons. We're improving. Good shit.
Jesus, 6 seconds.
6 seconds,
Wait,
Giram.
I'm
Where
gonna
did you
take
pull
a-
that from?
My
Wait,
Your
guy.
last
I'm gonna
sector, I
take a-
think.
Giram, I'm gonna take a guess from the accent. Are you Australian?
God, no.
No wonder he's doing good in the desert, bro. No wonder. Half of his country is a desert.
Alright then. Let me punch in the point.
No offense. But like, am I wrong?
Actually benefits some.
So then, we're going into this with 4 potential championship winners, but only one will walk away the victor.
Good luck, lads.
Good luck, lads.
And we start in Monaco. Who's gonna have the luck of the grid?
Misclicked. I wanted to change my setup. I missed
Hey, I did the
Fuck.
same thing.
Ooh, Raphael has a pretty good qualifying start with Giram starting in 5th.
Over, bro.
We've
It's
seen this
over.
scenario before, and it's usually favored Raphael. Let's see what happens going into the final race. Here we go. Okay, kejdak has a pretty good start, immediately taking it from Elsie. This is the kind of thing he needs if he wants to take the championship. But Elsie, shown to be a pretty good driver. It might be a little bit difficult for Raphael to get a lead on that. He's trying all he can. RichTea has an inside line, doesn't entirely go for it. Elsie now challenging for the lead. And now it's Ruben also challenging.
What the fuck is
It's
that?
a slip with Raphael!
What is that?
You were squeezing at both of us. I couldn't do it.
What are you doing?
The only good news for Raphael is that at least he brought down Ruben with him, but that could be a massive shift in the point. As not only Giram.
No, I swear
Where's
to God.
Giram?
You mother.
Giram crashed into last. This is looking like it's going to be a huge point swing for kejdak. Now, all Raphael can do is try and maintain. Wait, it's 10 lap. Oh, it's 10 lap. Literally nothing's been decided yet, but kejdak is in an incredibly good spot. And Raphael has to try everything he can to claw it back.
Swear to God. RichTea, you
He's trying it on the outside of
Not my
RichTea.
fault. I was trying to not get you squeezed in.
Brother, what did you do? You fucking make RK
Ooh, but
spin, bro.
Raphael, and an expert
You would
should
have
get
been squished against the wall. I had to.
Oh, you were squishing me, bro.
not giving up the lead
Yeah,
they have
because I was
so
getting
easily.
squished as well.
Plus, you fucking make
Ooh, but there's a
RK
bit of a
spin.
slip up
and
from
fucking press
RichTea.
me,
If they
bro.
can't get a
You
good
punctured my
conversion here, that
tire.
might be the lead.
Swear to God, nah, I can't race.
They get a good
Nah,
pass,
fuck
and
this,
now-
bro.
and now they bring it back.
Fuck this.
Come on, quit. Ooh, and that might be the end of the
Oh my
championship
God.
battle for Ruben. There's a tap with Raphael and Giram. That could be huge. Giram now trailing behind Raphael. If he can get ahead of them, he's trying to pressure them as much as possible. Oh, and it's a slip with Raphael. Oh, but Giram, immediate karma as Giram isn't able to slip away as much, and this is looking like an absolute mosh pit. As now, Raphael and Giram both fighting each other at the back, but Giram having a pretty bad bad conversion, now has quite a bit of work to do if he wants to catch up again. Meanwhile, Kejdak looking at a pretty good spot. This could be a massive swing. This alone could put Kejdak in the championship battle. And considering that Ruben has retired from this race, he had a very good run, but unfortunately, due to a lot of unlucky encounters in the rallycross section, it was never meant to be. Oh, and there's and Eric does some blocking on Raphael to bring it back to Machit. This could be a chance for Kieran to make up for the point.
Come on, Reach.
But they all have to keep it close. Eric has a pretty bad line. Raphael trying everything he can to get ahead, to minimize the damage he'll get from Kejdak finishing so high up. But Eric showed to be a bit of a tough person to overtake. Oh, he overtakes him, but there is a bit of a tap, and that allows Kieran to get just that little bit closer. That might not have a full impact, but considering overtaking Eric is like trying to disarm a Bob, that's not looking too good for him, and he still has to get out of a lunging position from Eric to be entirely safe. But still, Raphael and Bob, this isn't looking good for him.
Sorry.
It's looking like Kejdak has this in the bag. And Eltsy also making it in a second. Oh, there's a tap from Raphael. That little blunder could change a lot. Oh, and there's absolute carnage going on at the back. And Gera gets the short end of the stick. This is looking bad for Gera, but it's still not looking great for Raphael as he's only in fourth. And it's looking like Kejdak has this by the ball. Not to be disputed, Raphael still trying everything he can to make that kind of curve ahead that he needs for the damage minimization.
What the fuck are you thinking about?
After having such an incredible and consistent race, Kejdak wins the first race of the final section. This could be a massive point swing for him, considering RKA can't catch up. It's either going to be IronRichTea or Elksy in second. But either way, RKA coming in fourth. That's a huge shift in points.
Oh my god!
Gearam makes an incredible recovery, coming fifth. And now they're both even in points for the championship. But crucially, Kejdak is now in the championship battle as well. This is now going in. Now with one of the potential fighters not even getting the points from it. Wait, let me punch in the points for a second. So Kejdak now has 63, IronRichTea now has 40, Elksy now has 46, Raphael has 65, Geram also has 65, Machit has 26, and Eric has 17. Now, looking at the points, Geram and Raphael are tied, but the lead, but now Kejdak is only 2 points behind him, and it's looking like a three-way battle between two titans. One of them already having a couple championships under their belt, one of them looking for their first victory, and one of them who just pulled up today. Who's gonna cut? Who's gonna come as a champion at the end of this championship that I think is even more intense than the Christmas one? Oh, away we go. Kejdak is a pretty good start, pulling away from IronRichTea. But not to be disputed. Oh, there's a tap with LT and Kejdak, but Kejdak handles it quite well, minimizing the damage he takes. Geram now trying everything he can to slip ahead of. Oh, and there's a tap between IronRichTea and Kejdak. Kejdak, oh, if he slip up, everyone recovers quite well. Now Machit slipping behind. I have a feeling that something's not going to go entirely right. Geram trying everything he can to slip ahead. Oh, and there's a crash between Raphael and Geram. Can Kejdak recover it? Oh! Kejdak makes a crash, but he recovers it expertly. Gunning it into third place as now Kejdak leads the championship after such a ridiculous clash of the drivers. Can he get that overtake on Eltsy to make it a little bit more consistent? After all, nothing is set in stone yet. Everyone is being more aggressive than I have ever seen. Eltsy trying to go for an inside line. Can he get that cut? Raphael also looking to see if he can do it as well. This is his championship that he is losing out on after all. Kejdak gets the cut on Eltsy. But Eltsy, oh, an awful line for Kejdak. That's going to be so difficult to bring back. But Kejdak shown to be someone who's really good at striking from the back. Can he make a shift? Guerra now trying anything he can to get ahead of Ruben, as Ruben now has a pretty good inside line. He slips a little bit, but it's not championship ending.
I'm first.
And also Ruben pulling away in first quite well. He is out of the championship battle, but it is quite nice to know that things are going his way. And now it's Raphael in second. Kejdak trying to fight in the fourth as much as he can. He makes it, but just barely. Now, the three championship contenders are battling each other in order of the points. Kejdak needs to play it extremely well to bring it back here. He almost hits the wall. That was almost the end of Kejak's championship battle. He gets the inside on LT, but he slipped again. He's trying to be way too aggressive. As now Kejak's championship hopes are looking to slip away. But now it's the battle between Garam and Kejdak. Garam trying to get any line that he can. Both drivers looking extremely shaky. Garam has an inside line on Raphael. There's almost a crash. But Raphael now leading the and now leading the championship.
I would like to report something. I saw like something bothered me. Machitgarha, she just got first on my screen. I don't know if anyone else saw it.
That was weird.
It teleported or something. I don't know, but just noted.
Okay, Raphael looking to make the most out of the lead he's gotten, and Kejdak still far back. He needs to get fourth if he wants to minimize the damage. He was getting so close as well. But in this moment, it's looking like the championship is going the way of Raphael. The moment the points are tied.
Oh my god, my wheel.
Such a shame because Ruben might have also been able to do it as well if he didn't have such a universal blunder before. He could have still been in the championship battle. But now, Raphael also catching up to Ruben. This could mean anything.
Oh, I'm pulling away.
My wheel is saying goodbye.
Kejdak, now in fifth, trying to get ahead of RichTea to try and minimize the damage of coming in a low position. He cuts into fourth. This is big for Kejdak. He might still be in the championship battle if there's some sort of blunder at the front. But Raphael catching up to Ruben, going into the final lap. This could be pretty huge between all of them. Garam trying everything he can to catch up. If Raphael can get ahead of Ruben before the end, this could be huge for his championship. He's trying an aggressive push. He isn't entirely able to get it. Oh, he's trying to budge for that inside line. He gets it, but he slips out of it. And Garam trying to minimize the damage of losing to Raphael here. There is still 2 more races after this, so this isn't decisive. But it could still be the spelling for a lot. Raphael tries the inside line, doesn't quite work. He is getting desperate at this point, but desperation might just end up giving him a crash, as we've seen a couple times before with the other drivers, especially Kejdak. But Ruben is looking to maintain it. There's only one corner. Oh, they're ghosting! They're ghosting! This could be so close! Ruben ends up winning the race after such a close bout. But Raphael now leading the championship. Kejdak minimizing the damage by slipping in 4 after having such a universal blunder. Now, Raphael leads the championship, but there is still 2 races to go.
Oh my god.
Can't be that hard to move, man.
Honestly, I was rooting for Kejdak. Alright. We punch in the point. So Ruben got 10. Raphael got 8. So 73.
Come on, man.
Okay, yeah. RichTea has
Okay.
4.
What are the positions?
Give me a second. I haven't punched in the points yet.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, now looking at the battle itself, Ruben does pull away. Wait, no, Raphael does pull away with 2 more points ahead of Garam, but Kejdak still within a 5-point gap of Raphael. Kejdak could still win all of this, but his chances are looking quite slim. He needs Raphael to have a pretty bad race and to come first all of the time. Meanwhile, Giram is only one race win away from leading it all. Ruben trying his best as to block off Raphael. Raphael having some problems with traffic. Elsie gets the short stick. Everyone's starting to fall. Kejdak on the inside of Raphael. Eric gets away quite well as Giram now on the outside of Ruben. And Raphael giving it very consistent. And Kejak's championship hopes looking to slip away, but he gets a bad bump on Ruben. Raphael doesn't have much room, but he's using that to his advantage to pressure Kejdak as much as possible. But this could be the race where everything shifts as Giram now challenging Eric for the lead. Giram now leads the race, leads the championship, and if he can win here with these positions, will be in an extremely comfortable spot going into the final race. Attack from Kejdak on Raphael. All it takes for any of the drivers is one crash out, and they have lost their championship hopes, and it's not looking good for Kejdak. Raphael trying everything he can to get ahead of the two Fiestas. Ruben doing a really good job defending, but Eric is the trump card here. He's been at the back of the championship for a while.
Arky, what the fuck is that, bro?
What?
You killed me.
Oh, and there's a crash with Ruben and RichTea as well. I don't know what was Ruben doesn't seem happy about it.
You started spinning like a fidget spinner.
Kejdak goes on the outside.
What was that?
Oh, there's a bit of collision. Raphael using Eric to his advantage. As there's only one lap to go. If Raphael can maintain it into second, then they'll be tied up points going into the final race. And yeah, if Raphael can maintain this, they'll be tied up points going into the final race, and it'll come down to the final battle. Giram having a lot of experience, but just joining now. Raphael has a bit of a blunder, but it's not enough to shift anything. Giram wins the race. Raphael comes second. They're equal on points front right now. It all comes down to the end.
Arky, what the fuck was that, man?
What happened to you? You just started spinning.
No, Arky pushed me. Like, I hit the wall.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what the fuck he done.
All
And
right,
he pulls away,
let
and
me-
then you
let
crash
me
into
work
me.
out the-
And then I thought you would ghost. You didn't even ghost, so I just died, and I couldn't really avoid it anyway.
81.
Bro, I swear
And
to God.
also, Kejdak is now out of the championship battle after having
Bro, I
such
could have
good
got
odds
fourth maybe in the
before.
championship.
Honestly, it was an amazing run from Kejdak, but it just wasn't meant to be.
How many points away?
Give me a second. I'm trying to work this out. Elxie, all right then. So as it stands, Giram has 81 points. Raphael has 81 points. Kejdak has 74. Ruben 64. Elsie 54. RichTea 46. Eric 23. Machit 32. There's only one potential shift of points, and that's with the leaders. This is going to be extremely close. It all comes down to this one 10-lap race. The race has begun. Who's going to get off the line the best? Raphael does have the advantage of position. He's trying everything he can. He blocks off Darren, and now he's slipping out of the
Jesus Christ, Kejdak, what the fuck was that?
to deal with. But Giram taking it like a champ. RichTea now leading the race, but Raphael with Giram on his back, trying everything he can to keep himself ahead and away from Giram. He's cutting ahead of Elsie. He's putting on the pressure. Can he get ahead of Elsie? Yes, he can. That's going to be a pretty big barrier for Giram to have to cross. As Raphael now trying to slip ahead. He's looking for a bad line from everyone else. Kejdak leading the race. If he had a good race before, this may have been his chance to win the championship. But unfortunately, after the blunder before, he's completely out of the championship battle. Actually, I think. Oh. Yeah, I figured that out. Giram now trailing on the back of Raphael. He has 10 laps to do this. He can take his time. Oh, but there's a little bit of a tap from Raphael. He's starting to slow down his pace. Can Gearum find a line for them? Oh! Oh, a monumental blunder from Raphael, but Gearum falls for it as well! Oh, Raphael makes a crash. Gearum hits them. If there's any damage to Raphael's car, that could decide the whole championship. Now, Eric pressuring Raphael as well. He has to be careful considering how much of a bomb he tends to be. Gearum having a pretty bad collision with the wall after some pressure from Eric. Oh, there's a bit of a slip. Raphael has to take a wide line. There's some collision between him and the next to them, LT. But now LT has Gearum slipping off the line. They try to tap them out.
Bro, Gearum, what the fuck?
Now Gearum just behind Raphael. Can he find a line? Raphael trying to be defensive with his slip. It's not working. Gearum trying to find any line he can. Can he make this work? As we're almost halfway through this race, and it's looking like I could go to Raphael, but really it's anyone's game. Gearum trying to find any line he can. Raphael protecting as much as possible. Oh, some weird air time for Raphael. That might cost him the lead, but he's making use of the traffic as well. He's making use of Machit being there. Machit is a back marker driver. He's trying to make it a problem for Gearum. Oh, but Gearum slips out. That could decide the whole championship right there. After Raphael, you used Machit as some extra traffic to deal with Gearum, and Gearum couldn't handle the pressure. This could be Raphael's championship if he can keep his focus. But Gearum should be pretty good at pure pace. He's not out of the battle just yet. He just has a major setback. They just keep fighting down on something like lap 8 or whatever. Because he's shown to have the pace. Raphael cleanly gets ahead of Machit. But now, it's going to be Gearum's throw after he has a little bit of a tap wall. That could be a dent to his pace, but Gearum has been shown to have the best pace of anyone. It could Gearum bring this back and get a win in his rookie entry? Again, if Raphael keeps this consistent, he has still won. But Raphael is known to slip up right at the end. But can he keep it consistent? 4 laps to go. There's a little bit of a tap with the wall, but nothing serious. As now Gearum is starting to get a little desperate. But there's now 4 laps left to go in the race. A lot could still happen. Raphael is approaching some traffic. Gearum has a really neat slide, which is closing the gap ever so slightly. But RKA is bringing his A game. He knows what's at stake here. Nearly tapping a wall, but very cleanly avoiding it. Raphael now with a 3-second gap. It's looking more and more appropriate for Raphael's championship. He has keep it consistent. He's just behind RichTea. He was shown to give the other drivers quite a bit of issues when it comes to getting through. Gearum now trying to get ahead on Machit. It was some traffic that did give Machit a little bit of an issue. Raphael looking to try and get ahead of RichTea. RichTea is trying to not give him the line. Oh, but Raphael takes it clean. He's done everything he needs to. He now just has to maintain going into the last 2 laps. And the more it goes on, the more Gearum is starting to slip. I don't think he's getting the win bet. Raphael, after being denied at the final race in the closing laps in the previous 2 championships, is this going to become a curse, or is he going to take a win against somebody who had such a good charge at the end of this race? There's only 1 lap to go, and if Raphael keep it consistent, he's won the race. Won the championship. He's taking it as clean as possible. he does have quite a bit of wriggle room now, considering that he's about 2 seconds ahead of all Raphael has to do now, keep it clean as he has done for 9 laps before. Ruben also kept it clean before. He wins the last race, but with 1 corner left to go, after such a close championship battle with so many people threatening to take the lead, everyone else had many different blunders at many different times. But now, when it all matters, Raphael comes third and wins the New Year's Championship after such a turbulent fight with Giram. I think what won him the battle there was actually how he masterfully used The thing that won Raphael the championship was when it all mattered, when he was in the side-by-side battle with Giram. He used the traffic around Giram to his advantage. He put that pressure on Giram. He couldn't handle it. He ended up slipping, and that ended up giving that ended up giving Raphael the whole championship. Let me add up the points.
Let's see. I think I'm still third.
Yeah, Raphael, you weren't gonna lose third no matter what happened. No, Kejdak, you weren't gonna lose third no matter what happened. Yeah, hold on. Let me punch in the points.
Damn, Kejdak, you were a fucking torpedo in the corner, man.
I don't want to participate anymore.
The point.
It's not fair, man.
Bro, I should say it's not fair, bro. You were a fucking torpedo, bro.
Like full on sending.
If I had
the
medal
ball, like,
open, man,
right.
if I had medal open and I got a single point for every single incident I got put into by someone else's fault, I'd be winning. That's a bold statement, and it's completely true.
I don't care.
Okay, going into the second split, Ruben does lose a bit of time to Giram as he's showing to be quite inept at this stage, considering. Yeah, Ruben slow. Oh, what a mistake by Ruben! Loses such a good run. That's the last thing he wanted to hear. And also,
Ruben, chill.
Raphael now leading by quite a bit. If Raphael can get first here, then that's gonna be a massive gap for the point here. Oh, and there's a crash with IronRichTea, our first crash of the season. Lead of stuff. Oh, and Raphael does defensive movement. Oh, and there's a crash. No! Elsie crashes out after leading for so
Oh my god.
Giram jumps in the lead. Oh, he taps the wall. The last thing of this thing from Raphael puts him in third. It's going to come down to the line. Who's going to make it there? A bit of a slip up from Kejdak. They're slipping. And after
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And after such a... Whoa! What happened?
Kejdak,
Oh, Kejdak has a crash right in the end. Ruben capitalizes on it to get a fine finish. Okay, Kejdak having a lead on the first part. If they can keep it consistent, they may be able to slowly flow back within the last 7 races, but they have to keep it very consistent. Now challenging for the lead, and now it's Ruben also challenging. It's a slip with Raphael.
What is that? He's squeezing at both of us. I can't do it.
Raphael, if he can get ahead of them, he's trying to pressure them as much as possible. Oh, and it's a slip with Raphael. Oh, it's Giram. Immediate karma is Giram isn't able to slip away as much, and this is looking like an absolute mosh pit. Wins the first race of the final section. This could be a massive point swing for him, considering RKA can't catch up. It's either going to be IronRichTea or LC in second. Either way, RKA coming in fourth, the championship leader. And they will have been someone who would be falling behind for so long, even having a gap of 50 points. Oh, LC crashed their vehicle.
What the hell?
That's such a shame. Like, LC has been slipping up so much right at the end. You've got to have that kind of consistency if you want to win championships. I think I'm entirely right. Giram, try everything he can to slip ahead. Oh, and there's a crash between Raphael and Giram. Can Kejdak recover it? Oh! Kejdak makes a crash, but he recovers it excellently. Coming in the first place, doing a really good job defending. And drop card here. He's been at the back of the championship for a while.
Arky, what the fuck is that, bro?
What?
You killed me.
Oh, and there's a cross the room and Richie as well. I don't know what
What happened? You started spinning like a fidget spinner.
Goes on the outside. Oh, there's a bit of collision. Use it, Eric. To his advantage. As there's only one lap to go. If